Hello, everyone. This is the Abundance Oracle here. And look what somebody's been doing here at the beach. Not good. I'm going to pick that up on my way when I go to leave. I'm good about picking up the trash because I think if not me, then who? And my grandkids one day really deserve a wonderful beach so we can all have fabulous times on the beach. And look up, they took down can you see? The swing sets are all down. I guess the winter's coming. And here we go, walking out on a little bit on the dunes on the beach to see I'll try and go slowly. Oh, see the boat? And the little sparkly diamonds on the water. I know the diamonds don't really show up all the time, but sometimes they do. Oops, and here's two benches. Look, poor Nancy Grossier Newell. She, see her? She accumulated a lot of sand around her. And then this here is for, well, it says, live well, laugh often, love much, Helen and Jerry Cusack. So that's dedicated to the two of them. But anyway, I'm going to walk down because I think you haven't been to the beach with me in a while. And as you know, I'm a little addicted to the beach. Oops, and can you see? Seagulls have been here walking along. Okay, here we go. So this morning I didn't have any breakfast. I had a little cup of coffee and I went out and got a large cup of coffee and I've just been hungry. So I went to this place called Lambert's. They have the best fresh vegetables and I made a salad for breakfast and it was really good. Oh, now what is this here? We're going to see. Why? Are they going to have something later? What is this? Maybe they have to do it for, you see here? They've sort of cordoned off a little bit of the water here, but maybe it's because the club is doing, putting up or doing construction. I don't know. Come on, let's go explore. Not much usually happens on the beach, so we're going to see what we can find out about the club, the beach club. This is not the club near my house, but it's the one the next town over for this little area here. Oh yeah, see they're putting up new awnings. It may just be because the awnings, maybe they have to do that. You're a certain distance from the water. That's a good question. Does anybody know? Write it down below if you know why you'd have to have that up. And here we go. Look at how nice it is today. Doesn't smell really salty. And I now have gotten my shoes on. I'm not in my bare feet anymore, which is really the best for you grounding. Okay, well, we'll walk this way just a little bit. So what I'm going to do that I haven't done in about 30 years, really past due, but it's very expensive for me. So, oh, look at all the seaweed. Here's another little bit of the horseshoe crab, but we're sort of past horseshoe crab season, but now we're getting into a lot of seaweed. I don't know if you can see it. We'll walk a little bit this way. So I have to go to Nevada for a few days. I'm meeting with a very good lawyer who we're going to be looking at and maybe reconstructing Well, wills, trusts, corporations, so a whole new change of pace, I think, for my structure of businesses. And the reason I'm doing that is I will probably pass away in the next 20 years. So this will be hopefully my last changeover, but I'll get everything up to date, and I'm trying to change my state of residency, and I'm trying to do that because it's just such a terrible waste of tax money. And someone told me that the state of Florida, the property taxes go up for a vote this coming month, whether DeSantis is actually going to be doing property taxes. I don't see the ferries over to Nantucket or Martha's Vineyard. Let's just take a look out there. There's a boat, but it's not the ferry. A lot of seagulls. Oh, now I know why the boat's here, because all the seagulls are diving for the fish. Hey, Fisherman Phil, where are you? Oh my gosh, you should be casting off the beach. And this is Nantucket Sound, which is off of the Atlantic Ocean, so I wonder if it's bass this close to shore. Oh, you're gonna shoot me for not telling you to come down here and get your bass for the year. Ooh, we could have filled up our freezers with that. So anyway, so I'm going down to Nevada. I have to be there a couple of days. It does take a while to go through because, as you know, I have complex business stuff, so it's going to take me a couple days for us to go through everything. And then it'll take me half an arm and half a leg to pay for all the restructuring of everything. Oh my, it's always something, isn't it? Just when you think you're heading into retirement, which I hate to say, I don't know if we're ever going to be retired. You know, you try and work so hard to accumulate enough stuff so that you think you won't have to work while you're retired, but then you have so much expertise, nobody else can do it. Nobody else can manage your stuff. Can you see me? Am I holding this way too high? It gets glare, so it's hard for me to tell. So anyway, I just wanted to show you, I have my little garden coat on, but it's really warm enough I could take it off. I love you all. I really appreciate you coming to watch me. Crazy me. My thoughts are all over the place. I'm always looking at what we can do to have more abundance, whether that is with money, whether that's with family. I am having a little bit of Bitcoin and, of course, real estate over the years. One of the things I will say about the real estate, a lot of people sort of preach, take and flip. I would not be flipping right now. If you want to lock in a legacy for your kids, and you could afford, and you could afford to, oh my gosh, let me turn this off. And you could afford to pay off the mortgage. So if I have 20 years left, if it's a commercial loan, that means the mortgage will be totally paid off, because commercial loans, you put 30% down and it's a 20-year mortgage. A residential loan, I basically don't have any residence, because my philosophy is if you can't make money on your real estate, then you shouldn't be buying it. And that includes the place that I currently live in. It's technically a compound, so I do rent out my guest cottage and my nanny's apartment and yada, yada, yada. So I always find a way to make it work. But I know when you're new in the game, which some of you may be new, some of you have to know. You hear a lot of people on YouTube saying, oh, make sure it's in a positive cash flow, make sure you're making tons of money, and you keep accumulating all these things. I found the better mode for me is to buy higher quality real estate that just barely cash flows, but I make much more in capital gains because I'm not buying what I would call, excuse my language, crappy real estate. A lot of these Section 8s have to be redone by the time you want to sell it because they just get abused. And that's just not my style. I would rather find quality tenants that would like a good property to live in, and in exchange for being good tenants to me, I would be a good landlord to them and offer them less than market value rentals. And so right now, I have people wanting to get into my rental here, and I don't have people leaving all the time. Jack's been here 5 years. Sharon is, I think, 4 years now, going into 4 years. Wes is new. Kevin's been here a few years. Sophia's brand new as well. So people fill up pretty fast, and I'm picky about who I take. I'm not going to take people that are really into drama. I'm just not doing it. I'm too old for drama. Too much said. Okay, I love you all, and I hope to see you all soon. And let me plug you in because you're going to fade out. If there's anything you'd like me to describe or discuss about real estate, please let me know. Or crypto, I'm getting pretty good at that. And hard assets as well. So, okay, love you all. I'm sorry to babble on like I usually do, but we're at the beach, so I tend to gab at the beach. Wish you were here to gab back at me. Love ya. Bye.